I'm joined by Kyle Balgames. Welcome, Kyle.
How are you?
Raja Suleiman with Orzhov.
Max McVitie.
Congratulations, Brian DeMars.
Zach Allen. I wouldn't be here without these guys, though. So.
And the champion of Proto Counter-Attack here, Ari Lax.
All right, welcome everybody to another episode of Making Magic Happen, brought to you by RIW Hobbies and Games in Livonia, Michigan. I'm Zach, and today we got another Modern Prelim. A lot of prelims for me lately. It's just been the event going on at the time I could record, so that's what we're doing. But I played a Modern Prelim or Challenge earlier in the week with the Jun Goblins, and have just started to hate it. I don't think it's very good in the current format, and I think there's a big reason why. We're seeing a lot more Field of the Dead, a lot more Primeval Titan, Elvish Reclaimer. Land-based strategies are starting to be everywhere. And, I mean, even, Wilderness Reclamation is playing Field of the Dead. It seems like there are just land-based strategies all over the place. And the Jun Goblins deck, while it's not too hard to splash green, the splash definitely costs you the ability to play some sideboard cards you might want to play. For instance, we're playing 3 Blood Moons today. I'm done messing around. You want to bring Field of the Dead in against my Goblins deck? You want to try and Valakut me? You want to do all of these things? No thank you. No Primeval Titan shenanigans. None of that. I'm putting Blood Moon in play, and we're going to lock you out. It's going to happen. So this is more of like a lockout Goblins list. I like that the sideboard finally has just some hammers in it, which didn't really feel like it was before. It felt like it had some nice fine-tuning pieces. That's more like a standard sideboard. No. I want the classic modern sideboard of hammers that beat the opponent when you draw them. And that's what we're doing here today. I am back up to 3 Harbinger. I want to combo a slightly more consistently. I'm 150% as likely to draw a Harbinger with Snoop if I have 3 instead of 2. I still don't want the 4th. I still think this card's bad, but when you have 3 Ringleader as main, it gets a little better. I'm back to Crater Maker. I like having 1 Crater Maker. Plague Engineer beat me the last time I played, and I lost to a Karn. It just so happens that Crater Maker is pretty good right now, so I've actually got a second one on the board too. I like these Crater Makers. Like to have some outs to artifacts. Like to have, better outs to Plague Engineer, all that. So, got the Crater Makers. Otherwise, it's the same stuff you've come to expect. Chieftain, Ringleader, Sling-gang, Kiki-Jiki, Matron, Snoop, Munitions Expert, Vile Thoughtseizes, 1 Tarfire, 2 Maw War Marshals. Honestly, War Marshal's okay. I wouldn't mind a 3rd Crater Maker, a 3rd Crater Maker, a second one main. I can see it over the Harbinger too, but here we are. And then, in the sideboard, I got 2 Boils, 3 Blood Moons, so if you're playing lands, we're going to get you. I got 4 Chalice of the Voids for these Prowess decks that are everywhere, and 4 Relic of Progenitus for graveyard decks. And we got the hammers. We have brought hammers with us today. Still curious if... I actually think I could go down to 3 relics with this build of the deck. I think that's totally reasonable. Might be right to have just 3 relics and a Warren Weirding, but, who knows. I definitely would like another Crater Maker main, too. Don't really want to cut anything, though, but I would like it. I thought about it over the Tarfire, but I just don't want the curve to be too high. So, it is what it is. I could also definitely see a Crater Maker main with another Trashmaster in the sideboard. There's just not that many artifact decks in Modern. I don't know. I might be talking myself into this Crater Maker. Tarfire's fine, but mostly medium. Alright, you know what? I'm going to put the Munitions Expert in the sideboard. We're swapping. Alright, here for round 1. Want a die roll? Like winning die rolls. Especially with the Gobos. How do we feel about this? No 1-drop. We do have 2 2-drops, but they're not great turn 2 plays, especially on the play. If I knew opponent had a Llanowar Elf deck, I would keep. It's close. I do have good mana. I think this is a mulligan. This is actually why I went down to 3 Munitions Expert with this right here, is that you can't play it on 2 all the time. Alright, this hand is significantly better. I'm going to keep and bottom Kiki Jiki. So I can lead on Bloodstained Mire and fetch, but I'd rather save that to scry with Snoop. So I'm just going to play the Mountain and pass. My next turn is likely... Ooh. Blackleaf Cliff's pass makes me think my Snoop is dead if I play it. Oh, okay, that's even better. I will happily wait now. Would much rather try to get some value off Snoop before putting it in play. And honestly, like, I'm happy to play it on turn 4 when the Vial ticks up to 2 and Vial it in. If an opponent starts pressuring me to do something before that, then that's fine. Alright, well now I'm regretting that I didn't put Snoop in. Oh well. Such is life. These things do happen. I imagine my Snoop is long gone, yep. I mean, I don't think it was very likely to survive, if we're being honest. I also think the opponent has a Fatal Push, like almost 100% of the time here, based on how they've played. But I actually think we're still in a fine spot. Opponent hasn't done anything yet that is really pressuring us. We've got a Vial going. Ugh. Still not going to play my Chieftain. I'd rather to play it at a spot where I get something out of it. What that is, I don't know, but I don't want to do it just into opponent's open mana and let them just Fatal Push it for free. And now that they've fetched, they might have a Bolt, something like that, but at least Fatal Push isn't like a clear, this works super easy for them situation. They're just passing here, so could be like a Kolaghan's Command. Could see that. It feels like opponent has Kolaghan's Command here. Not gonna lie. That's what I'm feeling. Still gonna save the Mire. Snoop is definitely a card we could draw. I mean, I could fetch Swamp. That's totally reasonable. I'm just gonna play the Sling-gang though. Holding Sling-gang doesn't really do that much for me, so I might as well just get it out there. If opponent wants to kill the Sling-gang with the triggers on the stack, okay, I drain him for 1 and I have 2 1/1s. That's fine by me. And now my Chieftain actually will get value next turn, right? I can put it in play and get to attack for, you know, these guys. It's a shame the other Vial's not 1 higher, but again, just totally fine. Kolaghan's Command, destroy my Vial, kill Sling-gang. Pretty sure it's K command, destroy Vial. I discard, interesting. I'm going to discard the land. I'd rather have spells here, especially this one that pairs well with this. It does stink that I lost a bunch of mana there, but it is what it is. I'm not gonna let this worry me overly much. Kind of hoping opponent Bloodbraids into something not great for them here. Feels like a Bloodbraid. Fatal Push. Of course they get to kill my Sling-gang. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, they fetched. They could have hit the actual Sling-gang. Fair enough. I'll take it. I'm not here to complain. Well, I do like to complain. I'm not going to lie. But opponent attacking here is so aggressive. They know I have Chieftain. There's no way this makes sense. Ooh, and we drew Snoop. Well, I'm still going to wait on Snoop. I want to get while the getting's good with Chieftain. And I get rewarded if I wait one more draw step with Snoop. Specifically because if I hit a land with Snoop, if I draw next turn and draw a land, I can then cast 3 drops, so it's slightly better. It certainly could also not work out. That is very possible. All right, opponent was saving a bolt. Oh, should have sacked it. That certainly could matter too. Opponent's like kind of getting low, missing a point there. I mean, they'd be at 9 right now. Missing a point there is really unfortunate. You don't love to see that. Ugh. Now I gotta deal with a Joyf. I can deal with a Joyf, but you really just don't love to see that. Should be at 16-9. Yeah, that just is... Ugh. Okay. Thoughtseize the answer, though, and then play Snoop. Sounds awesome. Ooh, I even get to take the season peasy. They're going to get a free reload, too. That is nice. What do we got on top of the library? Another Thoughtseize. Well, that doesn't actually do anything. That's kind of annoying. Still, though, opponent doesn't really have anything left. They do get to, exile Pyromancer, make 2 1/1s, but that's fine. My attacks now aren't particularly good. All right, Goblin on top. Perfect. You'll love to see it. I could Thoughtseize here. I think it's very likely opponent didn't draw anything. Otherwise, they would have played it instead of flashing it back, knowing a Thoughtseize was coming. I'm just going to wait. I don't even have attacks here because this can be done at instant speed, unfortunately. So, just got to wait. Opponent just didn't use Pyromancer? That's interesting. Unsure what that means exactly, but not the end of the world. The name of the game here is to buy some time. I need time. I do get 2 looks at a Goblin next turn, provided my Snoop lives, which is no guarantee against Jund, for sure. But yeah, they could have something like this, where it's just another thing that plays to the board. Alright, what's on top? Matron. Ooh, Matron's quite good. Nope, hold on. I want to play this first in case there's a munitions expert on top, I guess. Ooh, my War Marshal. That one would have been excellent, actually. If... Huh. So how do I get out of this? Can I live? I do live if I get Harbinger. Or no, then I can't fetch. But I still live. An opponent can't Pyromancer this turn? Am I more likely to win that way or by getting a Sling-gang? I think I just have to get Harbinger and hope. I think that's where we're at. Alright. Drawing Swamp. Don't love it. Really don't love it. But if opponent doesn't draw a removal spell, we win. Raging Ravine is not a removal spell. Ugh. Inquisition does do it. That was a way. I guess no, I just can't Thoughtseize because I just don't have enough life. Okay. So I'm going to 1. Yeah, I need the card under this swamp to be Harbinger to win, and I just took one out of my deck, which is pretty unfortunate. Harbinger. Okay. Munitions Expert's not perfect, but it does play. Kind of keeps me alive. Alright, well that kills me. Ugh. Annoying, man. Very annoying. Alright, so I actually do kind of like Blood Moon against them. I don't think that's crazy. But I'm just going to bring in Relics. I actually think I'm supposed to cut Vial against this deck. I think just too often it gets K-commanded, and them using K-command to like shock and discard is already brutal enough. I don't like losing my Vial. I don't hate having 2 Blood Moons over 2 Harbingers, though, and just getting them. Kind of a fan of that. Jund can play through Blood Moons, certainly, but it's not something you typically expect out of my deck, and they aren't... oh, wait. I want Munitions Expert over Tarfire for sure. Yeah, it's not typically something you see out of Goblins, so I think I can catch opponent unaware. It's kind of my hope here. I mean, I'm going to have a hard time casting my spells when this Blood Moon resolves, but I think it's going to beat the opponent worse, so here we are. Welcome to the moon, my friend. Opponent just naturally has a forest? What the heck is that? Ridiculous! This Blood Moon's horrible here, because they just have the natty forest. What the heck, man? Alright, well, I'm going to take this Bolt. I think that's the right grab there. I could see taking Seasoned Pyromancer to stop opponent from reloading, but they're kind of mana screwed at the moment. Them just having... that's really frustrating. Just have the natural forest. There's no way they would fetch forest either. Is the somewhat frustrating thing there, I guess. Incoming Bolt on my... conspicuous Snoop, too. Alright, well, I'll take a Munitions Expert. That's not horrible. This moon is probably on hold for a second, if we're being honest. And I think they'll play a Tarmogoyf here. Really hoping they play Skoos. Nah, they played the Goyf. Fair enough. So I could cast Munitions Expert here just to cast it. I mean, that's what I'd be doing, right? Question is, how good is that? I can also cut opponent off black mana for the rest of the game, but I'm off black mana and drawing a black spell, which really stinks. I do think I want to upkeep cast this, though, just because I really would like to draw another land. And I'm going to end up casting that or Moon this turn anyway, so I don't think it really changes anything. Oh, no. Well, I at least get to kill the Goyf here. Kiki on top is a little strange, but it ended up working out. Alright, I guess we'll take it. I don't really want to draw Kiki, but here we are. Yeah, I mean, I can't... yeah, okay. Here we go. Ping... good boy, Tarmogoyf. Alright, so that play kind of worked out, even though it was a little bit odd. Yep. Get in for one, I guess. In for a penny, in for a pound, as they say. So Forest is gone, Foothills is gone, Tarmogoyf is gone. Opponent plays Seasoned Pyromancer. Interesting. I guess they're looking for removal spells. Which I can buy, because they're going to need them quick. Ooh, they got rid of their Skoos, too. I'll take it. Man. Just can't buy a land. It's ridiculous. Opponent just drew a bunch of cards. How much do I care? I'm being honest, I don't care that much. It's really ridiculous how few lands I've drawn, though. I mean, I still think I guess I just can't play the Sling-gang. So what if I'm munitions expert here? How does that go for me? Probably not all that well. It's not like the end of the world, though. I think I am just going to play the Crater Maker. There are many draws that would be absolutely excellent. Land certainly being one of them. Alright. Opponent actually got swamped too, which makes sense but is somewhat annoying. They hit Inquisition. Alright, well, goodbye Blood Moon. The dream is dead. It is not clear, though, that they don't take the munitions expert. That might actually just still be a better take from their part. But I will Blood Moon them next turn. Alright. Well, now I'm definitely Blood Mooning them because I don't have another play. Unless there's a Goblin on top of my library, which there has so far not been very many of those. Interesting all-out attack. Don't really agree with this. Alright, I'm going to block here, here. Yep. The question is, do I want to block Bloodbraid? I think that I don't. I think these are just fine blocks. Alright, still not a land. There's a land. We've done it. We have, in fact, done it. And now the race is on. I think we're going to win. This is a race we can win. Although this is really, really bad for me if they have Plague Engineer. But I at least have my Crater Maker to protect me from it. I felt like when opponent attacked last turn, they had another Bloodbraid. That makes the most sense to me that they're just going to try to race. And Tarmogoyf is kind of a problem, but... opponent's dead on board, right? Or no, wait. Not quite dead on board, but... So, I'm not paying Echo, so I definitely have a block there. Then I have 8 Goblins. I can... Yeah, opponent's dead on board. I don't think they did any math at all. We take these, but... Maybe opponent just didn't have better plays. I don't know. Opponent is dead on board, though. Like, they know it, too. They have the information. Alright. Fair enough. I do respect making me see it, but you are dead on board, opponent. Black. So they block one thing. It's definitely Snoop. I sack the rest of my Goblins. Opponent loses the game. And there you have it. Alright. Alright, they have conceded. Nice. Very nice. Alright, now that opponent has seen Blood Moon and knows Blood Moon's coming, I'm getting Blood Moon out. Going down on the moons. Down on moons. I still kind of hate Warren Weirding. I think I'm just going to bring in 2 Aether Vials. You know, I'm just going to go 3 and 3. Relic's like medium. We'll go 3-3 on the artifact split. Aether Vial is much better. It's not much better, but it's definitely better on the draw because it helps speed me up when I have a slow start. And Jund can be somewhat fast. Oh, man. This hand's really close. If this was a vial, I would keep. Given that it's not, I think I mulligan. That one's close. Alright, this hand's like pretty atrocious, but I'm gonna keep. I think I bottomed the Blood Crypt here. I think that's the worst land. Maybe it's better than a Delta or Marsh Flits. Yeah, I'll bottom a Marsh Flits, sure. This hand's not good, don't get me wrong. It's certainly not good. But it is good. These cards are good in this matchup specifically. Provided opponent doesn't have Plague Engineer, but it's okay. I can't really play around that card that well. It's just something I accept that some Jund opponents have, because not all of them even play it. And that just, I mean, that is just what it is. Ooh, Matron was an excellent draw, though. I'll take that. Excellent, excellent draw. Some of my hand is insulated in the Ringleader slot. An opponent didn't have a turn 1 discard spell, so if they want to start disrupting my hand, then they can't also be playing to their board generally, which is good for me. That is good for me. Oh, and they're getting their basics. Oh no, not Renin 6. No! The dreaded Renin 6. I guess Blood Moon would have been better against that. I don't know. This card's really good against me. Holy cow. Alright, Relic is kind of a card. Only a little bit, but it is kind of a card. Yeah, their 2-drop just kills my 2-drop. That's bad. That does not feel good at all. At least they're not using their Wooded Foothills here, I guess. The Echo one? Why? I wasn't even going to pay. I mean, okay. I don't really understand, but sure. Oh, man. This actually works out crazy good for me now, too. I get to kill a Goyf. And do a damage to Ren. I'll trade a Goblin for a Joyf all day. The opponent has Kolaghan's Command. I don't like that. And it gets back Tarmogoyf, which is even worse. But if I don't take Seasoned Pyromancer, they just reload, which is, like, even worse. Alright. Yep, I'm going to exile all cards from all graveyards because it kills the Joyf. Very good. So opponent's hand is still decent, certainly, but at least the Goyf got dealt with in a pretty good fashion. Yep, that was in their hand before. All right, my Toke is gone. Fair enough. Fair enough. I do appreciate that opponent is now respecting my Blood Moon. I hope they get a Mountain. Get a Mountain. Be wonderful. Oh, not Mountain. Fair enough. I assume this is Cake. No, Liliana. Okay. Interesting. This player discards a card. It's got to be Snoop, which really stinks. I don't want to discard Snoop. I could discard Matron. I don't think that's crazy. Yeah, I'm going to discard Matron. It's the worst against Ren. My play this turn is getting bolted no matter what I do, which actively is terrible for me, but these walkers are really good. Opponent having the bolt here, too, is really tough. Ooh, Sling-gang is good, though. Sling-gang is very good. So, huh. I do think I'm supposed to Sling-gang. I think if I'm gonna have a shot, it's gonna start with the Sling-gang. Ooh, I was supposed to get a Blood Crypt there, too, I think. Oh, well. I do think I need to Sling-gang here. It's gonna get bolted. But then, Ren doesn't have a clear play here. And this is my best play against Liliana. Yeah. Maybe they just don't bolt, sure. I could definitely see them like... yeah, I mean, K-Command put, like, kill something, put Goif in play is really bad for me, too. That's kind of annoying. Wait. Oh, they discarded Stomping Ground. I get it. I see what's happening here. I have to assume it's like K-Command, I discard, then Liliana plus, and then I just have nothing. Yeah, this is really bad. Really hoping they don't make me discard here. I don't think I can win if they do. Like, actively... Ugh, yep. Disaster scenario. I guess I was supposed to ringleader there. It just feels so bad to ringleader right into the bolt. Oh, sacrifices a creature? What? Oh my god. Opponent has let me back in this game. I have no business being in this game, but now I'm somewhat back. I do need this ringleader to hit, though. If this ringleader doesn't hit, I'm out. This ringleader hit. We take these. We do, in fact, take those. Liliana. Renin 6. So, my ringleader's getting bolted. That's happening. Yep. But Ren's down, so if they want to kill my goblin now, they have to lose one of their walkers. I think they're not going to kill their goblin. I think it's just a double plus this turn from them, and I can happily discard a Crater Maker. Each player discards a card? Why? They just have a land in hand? Okay, sure, that makes sense. Do they tick down on Renin 6? There's no way, right? They tick up. Okay. Now I wonder if they leave back Raging Ravine to block. They do. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Snoop? That's not bad. I think I need to be mana efficient this turn, though. I'm going to put another Sling-gang in play. It makes a bunch of opponents' plays pretty bad. I mean, it's just a clear Animate Raging Ravine from the opponent here, so not really a huge reason to do that, to attack into it. My attack's getting a lot better next turn, and I know opponent's hand is pretty bad right now. I mean, I know it's land and card they drew for turn. Alright. Really hoping to draw land next turn. That would be excellent. It's a pretty clear discard Kiki here. Kiki's not, like, bad against them, but definitely a clear discard Kiki. Alright, so it feels like opponents still didn't draw anything. They maybe have, like, a bolt here. Maybe. Land would be a great draw. Relic. Huh. Relic's not bad. Relic is not bad. Alright, let's see what's on top with Snoop. There's that land I wanted. Perfect. Bolt the Snoop. Okay. Sure. So now I will definitely trade a Goblin to get Renin 6 off the table. Renin 6 is just way too good against me. And I guess this one's attacking Lily. Sure. But Liliana is something I can deal with. It's not great for me, certainly, but it's something I can deal with. All right. Target player sacrifices a creature. Alright, that's good for me. I'll take that. This is Bloodbraid Elf. You would draw Bloodbraid Elf with a peat land. Alright. Man, I went from a spot where it didn't look like I could lose, so now I'm kind of in trouble. I guess they're using bolts on my 1/1s, though, which is fine. Alright, so I am going to crack the Relic here. I think that's pretty easy. Opponent's graveyard matters to them. It does not matter to me. I get a card back to kind of grind through this Liliana some more. Also, opponent doesn't have a way to kill a Snoop at the moment. I think it's like really not crazy to get Snoop here. I think it's slightly better than Ringleader, which could get Thoughtseized. I think I am going to get Snoop here. I mean, now that, yeah, I do think it's Snoop. Although, I could just kill Liliana with a Munitions Expert. That's probably too bad, though. It's got to be Snoop, I think. I'm going to get the Snoop, man. Oh, and there's a Munitions Expert on top. That's going to be a fantastic draw. So I definitely want to start an upkeep stop. Really hoping opponent can't kill Snoop this turn exactly. Fine with them killing Matron, firing everything up. They need to hit a removal spell to do it, though. Did they draw a second Liliana? Come on. Gosh, man. It's really annoying. So the discard spell line was much better. I guess they could have double discarded me if they needed to that turn. God, that's so annoying. Make a play where I just need them to whiff for one draw step and they don't. Well, it is what it is. Let's get Liliana off the board now. So I only have one Snoop left in my deck. I am going to start fetching the Thin at this point. Saving the one fetch land, I think, is less important. Question is, do I chump block here? I think it's more valuable to wait. No, I think I need to, actually. No, either way, I'm dead next turn. Yeah, I'm going to wait. If I draw a Munitions Expert, I can kill this Bloodbraid Elf, so it's slightly better, I think. No, wait. I was doing the math wrong. It's just definitely better to wait. Saves more life. Alright, we need to hit something good here. Okay. That actually kind of plays. Oh, I wasn't supposed to attack. That was a really bad attack. Crap. Ugh. I just left myself open to die. Alright, well, I kind of got to hope opponent's hand was like a discard spell and that they don't draw a removal spell this turn. Otherwise, I actually do lose. I think I've gone through 2 Sling-gangs too already. Yeah, Sling-gang's like... You draw 2-mana removal spell? No, okay. You drew your third... Oh no, Fire Rip Ravine. I was about to say, don't you dare draw your third Bloodbraid here. I will be not happy about that. Alright, must block scenario. They drew a spell? Come on. I mean, that's an absolutely insane one to draw. Matron's not bad, though. We're maybe back. Maybe. Probably still not, but maybe. Man, I don't have that much left to So I can get another munitions expert and kill the Skoos. I can do that. That still puts me in a really tough spot going forward, though. The snooze or the scavenging ooze can grow 4 points, which makes it can be lethal. It's not going to be lethal though if they fire up ravine. They can only pump it twice if they fire up ravine and attack. What if I got War Marshal? Does that do anything for me? Not really. I mean, Chieftain. War Marshal's like okay. God, if I had one more mana, I'd be in a much better spot here too. I think I have to get Snoop and hope opponent whiffs for one turn and that I can find something next turn. I think this is where I'm at. Need something good on top of the library. Okay. Chieftain's not great, but also not terrible. Can you whiff one draw step, opponent? It's not asking for that much. It's one draw step. One draw step. I mean, come on! Literally! Opponent has no answer to Snoop the last 3 I play, and they immediately draw it. Alright. It's ridiculous. It's still enough that they can fire up Ravine, too. It's so frustrating. God! It's like one time. Can you just draw a land there? It's not asking for that much. Jesus. And I can put opponent to 5, but now I'm forcing a double chump. I don't really have any outs either. You draw another removal spell? This is ridiculous. Oh, must be nice, man. Must be nice. Draw like the actual... You just like need a removal spell like a bunch of turns in a row. You just keep ripping it. I mean, I need to draw Goblins, so it's like kind of hard for me to complain, but like at the same time, it's like, come on. All right, so what can even keep me alive here? Not Bloodstained Wire, that's for sure. Oh my god, so frustrating. To be fair, the Snoop wasn't actually gonna win because there's a Bloodstained Wire on top, but like, still, man, ridiculous. Alright, we're back for round 2. I feel like I should apologize. I got a little animated there. I don't feel that bad about it, though, because I do feel like I got, opponent got a little luckier than me, but it's alright. It's alright. Recovering from unfortunate and tough losses is something you have to do in Magic. Oh, man. I can't remember the last time I got that heated about Magic, though, honestly. Oh, opponent knows me. I don't know who they are. This is a pretty nice hand. I'm going to keep it. Definitely going to keep this. Got a bunch of cheap interaction. I've got card draw. I've got a Lord. This is definitely a keep. Alright, opponent kept the game, or started the game with 7 cards in hand. I assume I'm playing against Tron. No, Flooded Strand. Fair enough. Not Tron. We take those. Temple Garden. Birds of Paradise? Okay. Hello. Given the context of my hand, I do think it is just 100% right to play the Vials still. It's annoying that they get to get the mana out of the birds, but I do have a target for it next turn. It's only 1 additional mana. Ooh. Still playing Vial. Still playing Vial. This hand demands I play my Vial. I just have to do it. So I have to do it. I'm going to give them one turn to do something, but then to kill the bird and Thoughtseize them. It's okay. All is well. Heliod? Oh, I don't like that. I very much don't like that. Well, let's start with a Thoughtseize, because we have the option of either Thoughtseizing again or so I definitely have to take the Spike Feeder, because that is infinite life. The question is, do I give them a Ranger Captain? I think Ranger Captain is okay. This is not great for me. But I think this plays. Oh, this gets Walking Ballista, doesn't it? Oh, no. I forgot that thing got Walking Ballista. I think I screwed this up. Ugh. I thought it was 1. I forgot 1 or less. Ugh. Well, I do have things that answer Walking Ballista, so that's good. Selfless Savior. Oh, that's very much not Walking Ballista. Okay. We take those. Thoughtseize the opponent. Noble Hierarch and Collected Company. Definitely going to take the Coco. Not really a reason here to play anything. I can just use the Vial. Gives less information. It might give me like a free chump block with the War Marshal. I don't know. So opponent has a Selfless Savior and a Noble Hierarch. That is what we know so far. And they also have a Conclave Mentor. It's a little scary. Alright, I'm going to put my Wog War Marshal in, no, the Mog War Marshal in play and block. I block. Thank you. So land would be a pretty good draw here. I would accept land. Land? Munitions Expert. That's not really what I'm looking for. It does... Well, I guess it only ends up killing Selfless Savior, right? It kind of kills Ranger Captain. Doesn't really kill Ranger Captain, though. So let's say I did Violin Chieftain. Is there a way for me to do this that doesn't stink for me? Not really, right? Yeah, mostly there just isn't. Alright, I'm just going to wait. Just going to wait. I think the Munitions Expert is too valuable here. I'm never really going to get to kill anything because of the Savior, but I do think it's too valuable to just not do, or to just fire off right now main phase and let them Savior. The other bonus I have going for me is if I do it during combat, I can get Heliod out of combat for a turn. Unless they drew something with a white pip in it, which they could have. They certainly could have done that. Doesn't look like they necessarily did, though. And the Hierarch kind of tricks him into attacking with Heliod. At least a little bit. Yes, perfect. Alright, so I'm going to have to get rid of the Selfless Savior at some point anyway. That's not changing. So I'm going to go ahead and do it now. hit the Ranger Captain of Eos. Imagine we sacrifice Selfless Savior here. Protect it. Opponent's kind of in the tank here. I mean, they're in somewhat of an interesting spot. Ah, they just sacked it. Okay. I mean, I'll take it. It makes Heliod not be on for a while. And now I just have good attacks next turn, which is nice. Ooh, Crater Maker is also just excellent. Let's see what I hit off Ringleader, though. Bogart Harbinger, that's it? Couldn't do better than that? Lame. Alright, so I will end up exposing my team here, but I think that's okay. I do still want to draw Ringleader next turn. Could actually get a Kiki, which isn't, like, horrible, but I'm still going to draw Ringleader, I think. Yeah, I'm going to attack with everything. No, I'm not going to attack with the Chieftain. I'll attack with everything but the Chieftain. I think this is a fine attack. Opponent probably, like, blocks here and then gives indestructible, like, block, indestructible here, but they take 7. Which I'm fine with because now I can put them in a pretty tough spot. Next turn, if some things go right for me, like, I could have put Crater Maker in play and held it to protect myself from this combo, but it just doesn't work, unfortunately. Opponent went to 3? Oh, no. Oh, no. If they made no block there, I think they're about to, like, gain infinite life or just kill me this turn. That would be my guess. Is their last card Coco? Walking Ballista? Oh, because of the Mentor this works. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, so, like, even if I put Crater Maker in play there, it just doesn't beat this, unfortunately. I think this is just about a matchup about who can combo first. So I think the bad card here is War Marshal. It's just slow. Doesn't seem like either of us are really going to win with damage, if we're being honest. I could put Blood Moon in, and I don't think that's crazy, but I think it's too bad. This hand stinks. I'm going to mulligan. How about this hand? This hand is better. I do think I keep. This is a bad hand, though. I guess all I'm trying to do is combo, and I'm 2 lands away from that, so sure, we'll do that. At least my opponent's also on a mulligan. I need to draw mana really bad with this hand. Like, real bad. I at least have the nice thing here of being able to Thoughtseize and then kill their first play. And this is the type of deck where a turn 2 Munitions Expert is actually good. Certainly not going to reveal Munitions Expert. That is not... I don't want them to know they shouldn't play a 1 toughness thing. What? I mean, I'm going to take Heliod, I guess. Best their hand's not very good. Land would be excellent here. Alright, Warren Weirding plays. It's not ideal, but it does play. So opponent has Scavenging Ooze, Collected Company, Phyrexian Revoker. Those are things we know. Blood Moon would have done actual nothing. Alright, that was actually the one I wanted them to play there. Now if I draw a land, I'm off to the races. If I don't draw a land, well, not great. Definitely not great, but it's fine. I would like to use the ability, yes. Thank you. Alright, land. Land. Yes. That is a D-straw. Alright. I do think I still get Snoop here. I just want a combo first. That's where we're at. I will bash for 1. No reason not to. So opponent has 4 cards, a Scooze, and a Collected Company. Land here again would be excellent. Oh, they missed their land drop and didn't play Scooze? Okay. Oh. Huh. Alright. I think I'm going to play Scooze. That does open me up to get Pathed, which is not ideal. Alright, fair enough. Opponent's not super close to doing anything ridiculous, though. And I do get 2 looks at Combo Piece, or at Harbinger, given the Marshflight, so... Oh, never mind. Don't get to look at anything. I guess I'll get a Swamp. I don't think that super matters. I think them having Path in their hand makes a lot of sense, given that they didn't play Scooze. I would 100% buy that was what was in their hand. So do I want to let them have a turn with a bunch of mana? I do not, I don't think. I just don't want to risk them playing Coco, and I'm much more interested. I just want to get a Ringleader here and start refueling. This is actually turning into kind of an attrition-y game. Ringleader. Getting Kiki there also wouldn't have been crazy, given that I have a Munitions Expert in play. I could have gone that route, and then it would make it really hard for opponent to really ever do anything. And I can keep tutoring with Matron. So it's actually crazy, but getting Kiki there is actually might have been the right play. I don't know. Interesting. Ooh, we drew Snoop. Alright. I'm going to start with Snoop. Alright, don't really want to draw that one. Let's refresh. I got another Snoop and a Harbinger. Alright, so we're drawing Vial, which is not ideal, but fair enough. Is an attack worth it here? I think attacking with the Ringleader definitely is. I guess I push through 4 and then lose a Matron. How bad is that for me? It's probably okay. I'm probably putting myself in a spot where Chieftain is lethal. Right? Go to 10. It's not quite lethal. They go to 2 or 1. No, because I could play Snoop. So yeah, now if they have a way to stop the combo, Goblin Chieftain can also kill them. Alright, well that's probably not going to do it for him. What is on top? Ooh, another Matron. I do think I'm supposed to use the Matron. I think I'm supposed to do that. Ooh, Cradle Maker is also kind of good. I think the likelihood they have a Path to Exile is pretty high. But I've got the combo again in my hand. Oh, it's not quite in my hand. I think I'm supposed to get... Chieftain's just so bad. I'm going to get another Harbinger. Just set up the combo twice. So opponent, has a Path to Exile here. I assume they do. Is there a way where I can kill him now without it? What if I... No, it just won't work, right? I guess I could attack, and I deal like 2... Yeah, it just doesn't quite work. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna get Kiki. Okay, opponent conceded. I was going to say, the beauty about this here now is that I can just pass and do this at instant speed. So I can basically beat... Like, I can force the opponent to move first or not progress their game plan. Like, if I pass and they don't path, then I just wait for them to do something. And if they keep waiting, I can just go for it again next turn. So it's just, you know, I just have a lot of options there, I guess. Do I want to change anything? I really still don't think I do. Chalice is a little interesting, but not enough. Blood Moon seems pretty bad. Relic doesn't do anything. I guess it stops Skoos, but it doesn't really do anything against this deck. Yeah. The main thing I need to do, I gotta keep Healy off the table, which is not easy to do by any means, but it's what my deck needs to do to play. How do I feel about this hand? This hand's not good. I do think it's a keep, though. My combo can beat Infinite Life. We might get into a clicking battle, but I can actually beat Infinite Life. It is something my deck is capable of doing. I'm going to shock. I don't think my life matters here. And I do want to be able to play Snoop next turn. I don't necessarily want to play Snoop next turn, but there is a world where I do play it next turn. Kind of need to see what opponent has going on. Spike Feeder's terrifying. Like a removal spell here. It's not a removal spell. So... is it worth playing Snoop? I think it is. I don't love it, but I do think that it is worth playing. I think it's pretty likely my opponent gains infinite life next turn. Which I can be... like, my combo just beats that. I have to get the Spike Feeder off the table for it to do that, but it does beat it once I do. Which is good. That said, opponent could certainly do something this turn that stops it. Stops Snoop. Although that doesn't do it. It's also not Heliod. That's also not Heliod. It's also not Company. There's a bunch of things that was not. Okay. I mean, if this is what I'm up against, I like my odds. Are they going to main phase path? I feel like they have an answer or something. Something along those lines. They do not. Interesting. Alright, so I am definitely fetching here. I think that's clear. I definitely don't want to draw Thoughtseize with my opponent mostly empty-handed. Perfect. Perfect. That's the ideal draw for this scenario. But opponent still hasn't done anything that kills me. And they could have done a lot more last turn than what they did do, which is hopeful. I am hopeful about my spot. They have a lot of really good draws, though. This card is terrifying in this deck. I am not worried about it killing me, even in the slightest. Okay, so it feels like opponent maybe has nothing. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell. Dude. Is it worth fetching? I think that it's not. I think I'd rather just hit something off Ringleader here. If there's a... No! Oh, no! Ah! God, that is the worst thing I could have done is just click. That is a tilt, as they say in the business. Is a big tilt. So now I have no idea what's in opponent's hand. They could cast basically any spell in their deck, and they're just not casting anything. They're also not playing lands, so like, what do they have? 3 cards, too? Another Spike Feeder, okay. Okay. Well, that is a Bogart Harbinger. I mean, I'm going to play it. Do I win? I feel like they've had a path for a little bit here. No. Okay. I will put a Kiki Jiki on top. Target itself. Do you have the path? All right. I don't know what just happened there. I'll take it, I guess. The frustrating thing is I had to win the turn before because if I just play my Ringleader, I actually would have hit Harbinger. Okay, well. Can't misclick on Moto. It's punishing. Back for round 4 here. And we have the good old-fashioned turn 3 kill if we draw a single land. We're on the draw, and we have a Thoughtseize. This hand is... Well, this hand is excellent. Certainly could get disrupted, but... yeah. I'm not going to not play it. It's a redundant hand, too. So... They kind of are forced to take my Harbinger here, which is actually the worst card in this hand. That's actually really good for me. I guess they could still take Snoop if they had another answer to it. I would not be shocked if they did that, but I have 2 Thoughtseizes, so keeping an answer, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, but Snoop against black decks that can't kill it is really strong. Alright, learn our lesson. Player land. The last game was the first time I had ever done that, I think. Ugh. So I think I take Dark Confidant. That's one I like the least. And then I assume they play Tarmogoyf, and I Thoughtseize. Their push, I think. They're definitely playing Goyf here, yep. I will Thoughtseize the push. Alternatively, I could just make them use it, but I think this is fine. My life total's not in jeopardy. Opponent's not really doing anything yet. Their hand is 2 lands and... Okay. Well, Inquisition doesn't really do it either. I imagine they'll take Matron here. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, they didn't play the Peat land? Interesting. I would have played Peat land there like 100% of the time. Probably cracked it too, but alright. Oh, that was stupid. Ah! I thought there was a land in the graveyard already. I guess they could put the land in, so it's not like... And that's... Yeah, okay. Felt dumb for taking that point, but I was supposed to take the point. Fair enough. Alright. I'm definitely not going to play the mountain. I do kind of wish I'd saved the fetch land, though, not going to lie. I think I screwed that up. Alright, Matron's actually a really good draw next turn. Alright. Our last foray into... Our last battle against Overgrown Tomb decks. We had this scenario many times where our opponent has actual nothing that stops a Snoop. I know for a fact they have nothing that stops it, and then they immediately draw it the next turn. It's happened multiple times. Can we not have it happen a third time? All right, Treetop Village is not the answer they were looking for. In fact, they actually have no answers here. Interesting. And they didn't attack? Oh, no. I mean, they were supposed to attack there, but I don't think that matters that much. I don't want to draw land next turn. I'm going to get a Harbinger. Oh, I guess they skipped their attack. I don't know that it matters all that much, man, but Vile. You'd love to see Vile on top. Love to see it. I mean, I know opponent's other card is a Peatland. I assume they're cracking it. Okay, they have 2 cards I don't know about. I will block. Oh, that's actually interesting. That's very interesting. So, I can go for combo and get blown out. I'm going to just cast a Ringleader. I'm under no pressure. I think I'm supposed to cast the Ringleader here, honestly. I think that's slightly better. It is giving opponent more time to draw stuff, but also, like, I don't think it really matters. I'm going to beat the Tarma Man at some point. Firing up the Treetop Village, huh? Alright, still not blocking. Still not blocking. Ooh, another Snoop. I think I should continue to play around removal. I've already committed to this line. Oh, well. That also works. I don't know if opponent knows that, but it does work. Okay. So do I make a copy of the Ringleader? No, wait. Wait, does this get me anywhere? I don't know if this gets me anywhere. I don't really want to draw the Kiki either. Well, so if I make a copy of itself, I can, in my end step, make a copy of that Snoop. Yeah, I think this is right. I'm going to make a copy of itself. Okay. Oh! Then it goes away. Oh, wait, no, now opponent's just dead because I have a hasty Snoop in play. Yeah. Alright. Had to figure it out, but we found the line. Oh, I have to let the stack resolve. Alright. We found the line! Thought we missed it there for a hot second, but we did find it. Alright. Good, good, good. Very good. Alright, so post board. Blood Moon's a lot less interesting when they only have 2 colors. Chalice I don't think does anything. I actually like Vial against black-green. It's worse against... cut Tarfire to... the other relic. It's worse against Jund because of Kolaghan's command, but against this deck it's actually pretty good. I also think I'm supposed to cut a Thoughtseize. There's actually a real chance I'm supposed to just have more answers. Huh. I'm probably just supposed to have more answers to Plague Engineer. Fire's pretty bad. We did see Bob. I'm just going to roll like this. Try to play a value game plan. Alright, sorry. Back for round 2. This hand also quite good. I mean, you keep hands with Matron in it. Matron's a very strong card. Almost certainly Thoughtseizing on turn 1. Opponent's on a mold of 6. Alright, third Matron. I will go to 15. Third Matron is worse than land would have been there, but I still will accept it. So I think this is an easy... Oh, how good is Liliana the Veil really? I actually, like, based on my hand, I kind of want them to trophy my Snoop. I think Push is the best card in this hand. Liliana's good, but I think I can beat it. I'm actually, like, kind of interested in getting them to trophy my Snoop. Just based on how little I'm trying to combo in this game. Okay, given I drew land, I still think I'm supposed to play Snoop. I'm still okay if they trophy it. And if they don't, and they just go Liliana minus, then that's fine too. Alright, they didn't trophy, which is interesting. So I assume this is a Liliana minus, which maybe it was better for me to just try and grind through removal spells and not let them have a Liliana, but I also think the Liliana's going to be bad for them. I think it's much worse for them to plus this card. I'm going to get me a ringleader so that I can kill Liliana next turn. That was kind of why I didn't do it, is that I have a hasty 4-drop I want to be casting on turn 4 anyway. And so if they went with this play pattern, I want ringleader. Then something's getting trophied, and I don't really care if they make me discard. I think it's worse for them. My hand is super redundant. If they drew something ridiculous like Plague Engineer, that'd be pretty bad for me, but we'll get over it. Okay, so opponent still has their trophy. I assume they're going to discard the other card from their hand. I still think it's a Matron. Okay, so their hand is trophy. We know that. Alright. I am still going to ringlead here. I don't have an attack, but I think this is still fine. Hit 1 Sling-gang. That's not a great ring lead. It's alright, though. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. Would not be shocked if they trophy one of my things, minus Lily to kill the other, and then start attacking. I wouldn't be shocked if they go that route. I don't think they will. But I wouldn't be shocked. Luris? Okay. Interesting. Doesn't really do that much. They also don't have trophy up here. And they're not plussing their Lily. They are plussing their Lily. Okay. What's the discard here then? Probably the Mire, honestly. Don't really need the land. Immediately punished for discarding the land. Like, couldn't have been more punished, as it turns out. That would have been insane here. I just get to keep copying Ringleader every turn. Oh my god. It would have been ridiculous. Alright, I am going to get another Ringleader, though. Actually, Munitions Expert I think is better. I'm going to get Munitions Expert. I need to get Luris off the table before Luris goes too crazy, I think. I can also just kill Liliana. That might be where we go. I think I'll probably kill Luris, though. I mean, I'm not going to block. No way. Now I kind of have a free shot at Lily. It's not free, but it's a pretty good shot at Lily. I will sacrifice a Matron. Hex Drinker, huh? Okay. So, I think my turn here should be kill either Luris or Liliana, and then with Munitions Expert, and then pop Relic. And I think I'm supposed to kill Luris and then attack Liliana, trade Ringleader for Liliana, essentially. Yeah. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. I don't love losing the Ringleader here, but I think I'm going to win, so I'll accept this. I guess this is better than the Mountain? I don't know. I think it's slightly better in the sense that they don't know Assassin's Trophy doesn't give me anything right now. Interesting, I can just block the Tarmogoyf with the Munitions Expert at the moment. I take 7 here, but that's fine. So is it better to start Munitions Experting? I think there's merit to it. I think there's certainly merit to it. I do think I'm going to play Sling-gang, though, just make sure I don't die this turn. They can give Hexdrinker protection from everything this turn. But I don't die to that. Actually, shoot. I was supposed to just kill the Hexdrinker this turn. I screwed that up. I definitely screwed that up. If they just level up Hexdrinker to protection from everything, I just don't think I can win anymore. Yikes. Big mistake. I forgot I can't block it. Alright, they also see the line. This is bad news for the home team. Yeah, I screwed this turn up. I was supposed to just Kiki Jiki and kill a Hexdrinker. That was really poorly played on my part. I went from like couldn't lose to now I'm gonna lose. Is there a way to stay alive? I need to gain 6. I can sack my whole board. I can sack my whole board to stay alive. I think I need to start the turn with Snoop. Doesn't save me. Can I kill the opponent? Probably not. Yeah, I lost this Hexdrinker. I should have been able to kill. Ugh. I don't even... My whole board... Yeah, I'm just dead on board. Just dead on board. I feel like that game was very winnable, and I played it very poorly. That's on me. That's a dumb loss. Alright, we've seen Luris now, Bob, and that thing. I think Tarfire's fine. I don't really like Warren Weirding still. Although... Warren Weirding's actually not that bad. I like Cratermaker a little bit. Maul War Marshal's also like a lot better against this deck than other decks, although... Yeah, I think I'm just going to cut all the Thoughtseizes. Thoughtseize is pretty bad. I'm going to bring back in a Harbinger. Maybe I'm supposed to have a Relic over it. We saw Luris and Goyf. I think this is fine, though. This hand's not spectacular, but I do think it's a keep. I don't want to reveal anything in my hand, so I'm going to lead on Mountain into Relic. Get to proactively keep the Goyfs down in size here. Also stop Luris from being a real thing here if they pop Bobble. Yeah. You. Get that Bobble out of here. Alright, opponent doesn't have a 1-mana spell either. Take it. Ooh, Snoop. Did I run Snoop just straight into the push? Question of the day. Did opponent mulligan? They did mulligan. Alright. I don't love doing it. I think given that I have... Yeah, I'm just going to play this on Goblin and pass. I'd rather at least get a fetch scry off of it, if that makes sense. Like, I can play Snoop on turn 3, and if I don't like the card I'm going to draw the turn after, I can at least fetch it away. There's also some chance that they play like a Dark Confidant here, or a Goyf. Or they Thoughtseize me, which is worse than all of the things. I would have thought they did that last turn, but I guess not. They also knew I was drawing Snoop, I guess, because they did bobble me. I probably should have thought about that aspect of my decision more. Took Ringleader, though. Fair enough. So I do feel like they probably have an answer to this, given how they've played. Alright, let's get rid of this Thought Squeeze. Is gone. Mountain. Well, now I got a free reveal because they know my hand. Still not super interested in playing Snoop and open mana. Yeah. Not that interested. Also, the longer I wait on Snoop, just the better it gets. The Goifman. And a Bobley. It is kind of sick I get to kill the Goif here. Feels like this is a bait of some sort, but I'm going to fall straight for it. I'm going to fall straight for it. Getting to kill a Goif with a Munitions Expert is just... I guess they can just Fatal Push my Munitions Expert, but then I get to turn with Snoop in play. Which works for me. Alright, they let that happen. Interesting. So this signals to me that they wanted to get rid of my relic. So they probably have another graveyard-related thing. Maybe a Lurrus in hand. That would make sense. And so I'm going to play this first. Shoot. I was not supposed to play that first. Oh, well. Alright, well now I'm going to fetch. It's probably going to get pushed. It didn't. Interesting. I will shock. Ooh, that's a Harbinger. Alright, we'll take it. Harbinger is actually a pretty good draw. Even if Snoop gets killed, which I expect Snoop will. Just because it's going to... Like, Harbinger is actually slightly better against black decks than you would think. It's because it gets to put Ringleader on top of my library where they don't interact with it. So I can just get draw and cast Ringleader, which is my best draw and cast most of the time. It's also nice that I get to warn Weirding them this turn, so if they play like the Lurrus or the Plague Engineer, I get to answer it before I have to worry too much about doing anything else. Warren Weirding you. Alright, I would like one Ringleader, please. Ringleader. Alright. So now we got the engine rolling. We're hitting land drops. We're drawing our best card advantage spell next turn. One has a 5/6. That's pretty big. That's what happens when you use tribal sorceries against green-black decks, unfortunately. But the scariest card in their deck is gone now. I mean, they might have more, but mostly gone. I think my life total is going to matter because this thing's just gigantic, so I am going to just fetch a swamp. I still have another basic to hit. And it thins my deck before looking through it, which is small, but man, alright, just one hit there is pretty annoying. But opponent doesn't have a ton of doesn't have a ton of cards in hand, so it's not clear they have another answer. Drawing Blood Crypt stinks, certainly. So on board, we're kind of winning the race. Don't answer my Snoop, please. Can you just not one time? Can you just not have the answer? Okay, at least I don't have to draw a Crypt then. This I accept. It's an answer that lets me shuffle and get a fresh draw step. I will take that. Alright, spell. Matron. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful goblin lady. So gorgeous. So gorgeous. Give me the last ringleader, please. Alright, let's hit more than one this time. Alright, I'll take 2. 2 works. And now we race. Got a lot of damage coming in next turn. Inquisition. Alright, so Matron down, but I still got the car engines revving here. They took Chieftain. What? Oh, because their other car was Thoughtseize. I guess that makes sense. Kind of annoying, but it does make sense. Alright, spell maybe? No. Alright. So what does my attack do? Puts them to 3. That's not bad. I then have lethal the next turn if they don't draw anything. I think I'm supposed to make the attack. Kind of regret not attacking with Matron last turn now. I mean, certainly this could go bad for me, but it could also work out. I mean, opponent needs to draw something here. You drew the life-linking threat? Come on! Really? Ugh. We're True Munitions Expert! Let's go! Let's go! One good top deck deserves another. Let's go! Opponent's sad. Me too. I was sad in round 1. So we're back. Alright, back for round 4 here. On the die roll. Opponent's telling me good luck and to have fun. I appreciate it. Well, I wouldn't say this hand's great, but it plays. It's got a vial on turn 1. I'm on the play. I've got a curve. It's not a great curve, but it is a curve. It's kind of like how I would say I'm a man with curves. I got this belly curve going on here where it comes out, and then that kind of curve. But yeah, definitely a keep. You don't mull turn 8th vial hands, especially when you have 2-drop, 3-drop. It's not great, but if I draw a Snoop, this hand's ridiculous, so we could draw one. I could also set it up to like Harbinger for a Snoop and then play the Snoop end of turn and then play Harbinger. I mean, depends on what we draw. Okay. Flooded Strand. Probably a blue deck. Ringleader, interesting. I do think I'm supposed to play Crater Maker. I do think that's the case. I don't want to take the turn off here. Would much rather be able to attack. If opponent like wants to path this or something completely ridiculous, I would be happy about that. I imagine they won't, but okay, Zagoth Triumph, so probably like a Sultai Wreck deck, something along those lines would be my guess. Like a Mystic Sanctuary Sultai deck. Makes a lot of sense to me. Still, this should be a pretty good matchup for me. All of the things considered. Land would be a good draw. Oh, it's a very good draw. Goblins. So what do I want to draw here? I'm thinking Snoop just isn't going to be very good. I kind of want to draw land, if I'm being honest. I think not using my mana is pretty bad, though, especially against a Sultai deck that's like pretty unlikely to have a sweeper. I should just draw another ringleader. Really, I mean, that's what I should do, I think. Snoop's not crazy, though. I could see drawing Snoop, like, give myself the option. Yeah. Given I have a ringleader, that sounds better to me. Like, I at least have the combo and can bluff it, so if opponent taps out or does something not great, I can get them. I could also just draw a Matron. I don't think that's crazy. Remand? Okay. Guess I'm glad I drew this Cavern. So do I go for Snoop or Matron? I think I'm going to go for Matron. I think that's the best draw. There's also a real chance I was just not supposed to play this. I could have also seen getting chiefed in there. Just really put the pressure on the opponent. I kind of hate that I got Matron now, actually. I might have screwed this up. I don't know. Interesting. Okay, I just didn't violate my Crater Maker. What am I doing? God, that's horrible. Just absolutely terrible. Would like one conspicuous Snoop, please. Okay. It's actually a good draw next turn. Force is lethal. Yep, and now opponent is forced to crack. Sure, I'll get Mountain. Ooh, drawing Aether Vial. That's way worse than drawing Chieftain. Not close. Does the 2 points I missed matter? Having lethal on the table and forcing him to Cryptic Tap next turn? Play poorly, get punished. Welcome to the club. Alright, so I'm not going to tick up, because now I can kill it instant speed. I think this is fine to just threaten an instant speed kill here. I'm going to put lethal in play too. And now if opponent like casts a Factor Fiction or does anything, they just lose. Alright. GG. Opponent has conceded. Fair enough. So I got Boils and I got Blood Moons. I kind of want to bring all of them in. That might be a little aggressive, but I kind of want to bring them all in. I'm just going to bring in the Boils, though. See how that works out. I'm bringing a couple relics. Don't really like Crater Maker. Harbinger is actually okay against Sultai. It's not spectacular. I can definitely cut a Munitions Expert. I could probably cut 2, realistically. I'm going to cut a Harbinger, though. Everything else I mostly like. Maybe I just go down to 2 vials. Or relics, I mean. It's just hard to cut, like, just have too few goblins, and I'm really pushing the limits right now on number of goblins in my deck. I'm sitting at 25 goblins total. Yeah, I mean, this deck really wants to be at, like, 29. That said, this is a pretty good hand. I will keep it. It's slow, for sure, but it is a good hand. Alright, was not really looking to draw Sling-gang there, I'm going to be honest. That was pretty low on the list of things I wanted to draw that turn. Basically, anything but a 4-drop or Kiki would have been good there, if we're being, if we're being factual. So I have 4 bad draws in my deck right now. 52 cards. Very unlikely to hit a bad draw. That was one of them. All right. Yep. Opponent's shown me Remand. I would guess it's out of their deck. I would guess that. I mean, I had 3 4-drops that were bad draws when I kept this hand. Drawing 2 of the 3 in my first 2 draw steps is pretty unlikely. It is what it is, though. Does look like the opponent's considering a Remand here. I'm shocked they left that in, to be honest, but they did. Alright, so they have EE, Cryptic, Wilderness Wreck. How bad is EE for me? Like, disastrously bad? It's real bad. Cryptic's also not great, though. I don't think I can win the game if I lose my Vial. I legit think I lose immediately. I really needed to draw stuff that did stuff, as opposed to just back-to-back 4-drops in my hand that already had 3 4-drops in it. And we didn't do that. They shocked. Perfect. All right. Deck. Why? I just... Ugh. Deck. Why? Why you do me like that? Come on. I already had the full house! Alright, I'm not going to make opponent play through this. Just ridiculous. Okay. Well, yeah. I hate it. Alright, I hate it. Should I have the Harbinger in? I don't think so. I really don't think I'm supposed to. No, maybe I am supposed to. Opponent looks like they brought in way more removal than they had previously, though. Alright, this hand is a keep. It's a sketchy one, but a keep. I'll reveal my Harbinger. Get the Vial going. We got our Boil, which is one of the best cards. An opponent is going to tap out at some point, and then we're going to get them. It's going to be glorious. Alright, second Vial. We have seen EE. I don't love it, but it is what it is. Like, yes and yes. Cavern. Alright. I'm going to reveal this and then not cast it. I've seen Field of Ruin. I don't want opponent to be able to shuffle my deck. So I'm going to see what they play. And if they don't play Field of Ruin, I'm going to upkeep Bogart Harbinger and draw a Ringleader and then play Ringleader. It's kind of my plan. Oh, they're missing their land drop? That is not good for the opponent. I still think I'm supposed to upkeep these. I do think that is the case. I would like a Ringleader, please. And I still think that I'm just supposed to pass. Yeah, I'm just going to pass. Just take the vial up. It's not crazy that I would pass here. Like, I certainly could have Boil from their perspective, but it's also not crazy because I have vials going and I don't have my Cavern in play yet. What are the odds they have a wreck? Pretty high. I think they're pretty high. This Boil keeps getting better and better, though. Okay. Nope, I want to stop in your second main. Can I Boil you? Real shame that. Whew. Sorry about your lands, man. That's tough. Yeah, that's a feel bad, right? Yep. Okay. Yep. Whew! We got him. What a match that was. What a match that was. Oh, that was fun. I think everybody had a lot of fun there. All right, back for round 5 against 1-yo, 2-yo. I know this is a good player. I don't know exactly who they are or what they tend to play. But I do know this is a pretty big name player. Or at least they've had a history of having success, I guess. I don't know. They say good luck. I will keep my hand. No, not you, Siri. Go away. Siri. Just always trying to get in there where she doesn't belong. Ridiculous. Go away, Siri. Ooh, I was just thinking it'd be really sweet to draw a second vial. I wasn't actually thinking that, but I'll still take it. So, Breeding Pool doesn't say a lot in Modern. It says opponent probably has Uro in their deck. But could also be a Titan deck. Could also be that they just like playing the best land in Modern. I don't know. Well, second best land. Mystic Sanctuary's probably better. Sultai probably no. Alright. Alright. A little Sultai action. Is this like a Decay? Well, that's rude. It's very rude. It's extremely rude. I'm going to play another one, but still, extremely rude. And they Force of Negation? Jeez. Opponent is out. Out for blood. Just not about me having anything here. Are they going to Growth Sprout or Uro here too? Ugh. It's one of those just go away moments. Jeez, man. I think I was in a good spot up until the Decay, then Force of Negation my Vial play. Ugh. Now I don't think I'm going to... Like, I don't think I can win. I think I'm just going to die. Alright, I'll play my Cavern, I guess. I guess they can't necessarily bring back Uro next turn. It's not clear that they can, although they almost certainly can. But it's not clear that they can. So we'll take it. All right, well, they're going to bring back Uro. And I'm going to sit here and wonder how I ever win. Oh, they didn't bring back Uro. Huge. Huge. I will not pay. No. Deal. Ooh, Chieftain's actually quite a good draw there, for being honest. Let's get in for one. In for a penny, in for a pound. That's what they say. Or it's at least what I said. Right there. I said it. Still going to fetch a shock land. My life total is very much not under pressure. And it's time to introduce my opponent to the Sling-gang. Yes, sir. The Sling-gang is here. Wait a minute. Right there, just so people know, that is a Sling-gang paper copy. The Sling-gang Lieutenant. You gonna kill my gang, man? Don't do it. Let him be. You know, like Cryptic Bounce? I will sack. I don't want them to draw a card. I think it's close if they didn't draw a card. Whether I'd return it to my hand or sack it. The fact that they draw a card. Ugh, and they immediately draw the fetch land. They need it anyway. Lame. Alright, so we want to draw any land here would be excellent. Any 2-drop would be excellent. Very many things here would be quite excellent. Land especially would be great. Not a 5-drop though. That wasn't the one I was looking for. Alright. I guess I can attack. That's such a risky play, though. It's just not worth it. I'd rather let them gain the 3 and draw a card. Sounds much better to me. These Sultai decks don't generally play sweepers. They kind of cheat by using Cryptic Command Mystic Sanctuary as a sweeper. And it's not a sweeper, but it's like kind of a sweeper. This card is nonsense. How did they ever test this and come up with the conclusion that, yeah, this is good for Magic. This is something people will like and enjoy. Like, how did this slip by you? It's ridiculous. I mean, I understand why people play it, but, like, just mind-blowing that anybody could have put this in their deck and been like, yeah, no, that's good. We can have that. Yep, no, that's fine. It's like, come on. This is a FOF of cycling, so they're holding up Cryptic here. Fair enough. Actually kind of stunned they let me attack. Not gonna lie. So I don't care about Force Negation. It does nothing against me anymore because my Aether Vials are gone. So I'm going to treat this as not a card. I think the things that matter here are Field of the Dead and Fact or Fiction. I'm going to need to split it like this. Spells that matter versus lands. I mean, Field of the Dead I think matters more than either of these if we're being honest, although it's close. I think that's good. So they took lands. Okay. They do not get to bring back Uro here, which is pretty nice. Ugh! I didn't get the sack. That is annoying. It's very annoying. And I drew the land, so I could have started copying it. That's super annoying. I imagine we have tap draw happening here. Yes. Okay. That really annoys me. Alright, Kiki. Get in there, bud. Remand. You got it. So, gonna be tough to kill all the zombies, but it is doable. It is doable. It's also not a Mystic Sanctuary, so maybe. I mean, I understand why people play Uro. I put it in a lot of my decks when I'm playing seriously. But man, it's just like every format. Why? Who tested this card at all and was like, yeah, no, that's fine. That one will be okay. Don't worry about it. It's like, come on. Why? What? Why? What was this accomplishing? Did it accomplish anything at all? Hour of Promise? Okay. Ooh, Matron's not actually bad. Alright, so what's my play here? I think I want to force a bunch of chumps. Alternatively, I could Matron for something. No, I'd rather force chumps. Although, realistically, I'm going to get all my stuff tapped here, which is pretty annoying. No. Okay. Well, I'm going to go to combat. I imagine my stuff gets tapped at the beginning of combat. No. Interesting. Very interesting. This does force a lot of chumps, which is good for me. A very significant number of chumps. I mean, debatable how good that actually is, but it does do that. I guess I maybe missed points of damage there. I don't know. I wonder what they put the blast zone to. Wait. Oh, I lost. Oh, I lose everything because the thing goes away. Oh, I am so dumb. It's unreal how dumb that was. Jeez. Okay. Yeah, that was incredibly dumb. It's a big X spell? What is this? You have a Nexus of Fate? Oh no, they're just killing my Kiki Jiki. Fair enough. Ugh. How many Uros is that? The fourth one? Fourth time Uro's been in play? Perfect. It's not a problem at all. How would that be a problem for anybody? What a card. Just absolute nonsense that it is a card. Goodbye, Kiki. We knew thee well. So I absolutely could have won this game if I hadn't played like garbage and made a really bad attack there, thinking that it would work out for me, and it just really didn't. And I could have just put a matron in play and copied it and then just gotten a bunch of value. Okay. How do I win? Can I win? Probably not. Probably not. Yeah, I'm just going to lose the field of dead plus Uro. This combination is nonsense, man. This is why we have Blood Moons. It was exactly this. You saw how effective killing Uro is. It doesn't actually do anything ever. Just... Yep, okay. Sure. Alright. Match with the moon. Let's see how this goes. Opponent has mold to 6. All right. Cavern's a really good draw. I still think I'm supposed to start relicking. When you have a hand like this, you really want to be doing the matron into ringleader beatdown plan. I mean, that's all my deck is gonna, or this all this hand lets me really do. But it's definitely where I want to go. Alright, I'm going to reveal, I'm going to say Goblin, cast a matron. Gust. No, I still want to draw matron. Matron's a good draw. That ain't change. Using a Gust there is just very good. Good for me. Just getting anything out of their hand is good. Realistically. I still want a Goblin Ringleader. This was the plan all along. It has not changed. Ooh, we hit 3 things. I'll take all of those. Thank you. Kind of annoying that I revealed the Blood Moon to my opponent, but it's fine. All is well. They, of course, have 2 basics already, so... Not the best for me, but still fine. Oh, okay. I already always yielded. I did not really want to do that. It's alright, though. It actually ended up working out slightly better. We'll take it. Another matron. Dope. I'm going to put it on a Goblin here. I do still want to play around sweepers. I think I'm far enough ahead that I can afford to do that. I can also just put Snoop in play, though. What sweeper are they likely to have? Damnation? They probably just don't. This deck just is not going to have sweepers. I'm going to play the Snoop. If they have a sweeper, it's like an EE or something, so I at least have differently costed things. Alright, love drawing the Aether Vial. That's perfect. If it'll push my Snoop, sure. Seems to be the one that goes immediately every time. Could you exile a card from your graveyard, please? Thank you. Thank you. Do I want to take this up? Probably not. I could. Probably just don't want to, though. Let's start by going to combat, shall we? I'm going to get a Goblin Matron. Matron is just ridiculous in this deck. Alright, I'm going to get a Sling-gang Lieutenant. And now, the second my opponent blinks, the game is over. Alright. They agree. They agree. Alright, I think I'm going to go off the moon. I'm going to still have one moon, but I'm going to go up to Boil now. Gonna switch it up on him. Give him the juke. They'll never see it coming, I swear. Still think 3 relics is probably right. Maybe I'll just go 2 boils, though. I kind of want this relic over a moon. I kind of do. I also don't hate bringing in, like, one random crater maker. I want this relic. This moon... The moon's okay. It's like, okay. Nah, alright, we're going to do this. We got the 1 moon. We're going to try out the 2 boil, 1 moon strategy. We got Thoughtseize and a Boil. We keep these. And a Cavern of Souls, nonetheless. So, I want to go tap... Oh, two boils. Interesting. I don't really think my play has changed. Although, I guess this is slightly better now that I have 2 boils. Well... Trophy doesn't do very much. Wilderness Reclamation is pretty bad when you don't have lands. It's also something they tap out for on their main phase, so I'm going to take the Snap. Maybe I was supposed to take the Wilderness Rec. I could buy that. Make blue mana and cast my Mog. My Wog more Marshall. Trophy my cavern. Fair enough. Interesting, but I accept. Alright, so their hand is Misty, Snow-Covered Island, Wilderness Wreck, blank. I do think I'm supposed to pay for War Marshal, as much as I hate it, because I do have a Sling-gang. I hate it, but I'm going to. Alright, no play, tap Blood Crypt, and attack for 2. We are in there! It's wonderful. Yo, get an island and not a basic forest. Sagoth Triome, I love it. That's the perfect one. Definitely. Oh, Blast Zone. Well, I can still blow up 2 things and leave them with no blue manas. So I know their hand is island and blank. I know that. I'm just going to attack and pass, and I'm going to cast a Boil. I got 2 of them. I might as well take advantage of 1, right? Put a charge counter on. That's fine. I'm still going to Boil you. I know you can't force a negation, so, yeah. Yep. Boil. All right. Admittedly, I could have waited, but also, why wait? I can just boil them. I mean, it's so fun. Thoughtseize you. Fatal Push my Maw War Marshal? Sure. Do I get the Cryptic too? That they are just years away from casting. Like, actual years. I do think it's right to get a basic here. My life total probably doesn't matter, but also, like, they're probably not going to do too much more. Feel the Dead? Well, that leaves you almost dead on board. Not quite, but almost. Oh, Relic was a heck of a draw. So, does it do very much for me to boil here? Not really. I really just hit 1 island. It's just an instant speed Stone Rain, which isn't, like, horrible, but it's also not very good. And if I draw any goblin, opponent just dies, so I think that's better. Just exile Relic, just turn off Uro. Okay, well, that is 1 goblin that doesn't insta-kill them, but it still mostly kills them. They're sitting in an essential 1, just because I can sack all 5 of these. And then I can Thoughtseize into Ringleader them next turn. They're just going to have no out to that. Yeah, alright. Fair enough. So we did 4-1. I'll take it. Take it. Not a bad showing at all. Alright, so follow up. I do think the land, getting to play the good land hate in Blood Moon didn't matter there, but I think it does matter for the deck overall. And I don't feel like I missed any combo stuff. Like, honestly, the full Jund combo version is worse against Jund, which is the deck we lost against. I'd rather play a fair game against them, and sure, I mean, like, yeah, we didn't get there, but opponent drew really well in game 3, and that just kind of is what it is. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I still think this was the better version. I'm happy with it. So, yeah, still going forward, I want to play red-black. I want the land hate. I think this matters right now a lot. And I like this. I like most of this sideboard. I could see only playing 3 relics going forward. I could see that. I would not mind another kill spell of some sort, or like a hand hate spell, something along those lines. I could definitely get behind that. But other than that, yeah, I think another successful showing for Goblins. This deck still feels Still feels real close. Like, it feels like I could win an event with it, but it's just not the best deck. But it's, like, solidly tier 1.5. So, happy with where it's at. Yeah, happy with where it's at. I like the deck quite a bit. We'll see where it ends up going if we get any new toys in the future, but definitely like the deck, and yeah. So remember, if you like this video and want to see more of them, liking the video, subscribing to the channel, leaving a comment, all of that helps us grow and build the channel, and yeah, really appreciate it. If you want to share it on social media, talk about how you saw some sweet Goblin content, I would also appreciate that. And with that, I'll talk to everybody next time.